like, are the boys complaining? Are people
Tonight
complaining?
on Hipstar
And then, like, he
Tonight, now
backed out
available
because
on
I was like, name
iTunes.
him. And then he
Purchases
backed out,
now
so I knew he
online
was
at
just lying. Like,
hipstar.ca.
they're just all
The
full of
original
shit. They won because we talk well of them, and they
one-800-MediaGimmick.com.
don't like
Please
that on
send
the
your
show. They don't
contributions
like
to
it. They
the
feel
Heart and
embarrassed
Soul
that I'm cutting
Foundation.
them up
It
like
is
this.
tonight.
On your
Tonight on
end,
Hipstar
I
Tonight.
think that they just don't fucking like you for the simple fact that they don't like you. It's the biggest Wednesday, and these guys. Yo, Hipstar. It's March the 1st!
Whoa!
How's that for radio voice?
Hey, that was spot on. We're looking on the highway. It's looking kind of my way.
March 1st, brother!
You're taking it in. We're going to flex like it's Wednesday all day. Wednesday, my dudes.
Shoutouts to Teddy Hart, the latest inductee of the Heart and Soul Foundation.
Everything's okay.
Shoutouts to ODB. I was with her all weekend long. We didn't get to that. Daytona 500, baby.
Yeah.
And shoutouts to my agent, Pee Wee Castles. And who am I missing, Hipstar?
We're missing everybody, you know. You're missing me and it's Whitey Appreciation Week, so get on your hats.
It's Whitey Week!
It's Whitey Week. That's terrible. We'll get less views now because of that. I don't necessarily agree with your views of that show. I think it's actually very offensive, and I think if you rethought your brand, you would have a chance. But I just like to say constructively, I hate your work. I hate it.
A lot of emails did come in over the past couple of days, or people don't even know Whitey.
Social media.
People don't even know Whitey anymore, and it's just kind of sad that he's been absent from the business so long, and absent from his friends and family that
it's true.
They have now forgotten about him.
Yeah.
You know, even Sean Brown, Steve Brown didn't know who he was.
Whatever happened to Whitey? Yeah, it's true. Well, sometimes you try to rebrand yourself, and then you just disappear because nobody recognizes you. You know, like that time when I tried to be Zaction Pact. Oh, I just nobody knew who I was.
Right.
But invisible.
Yeah. But I was always taught in the business, like, you should be able to get a gimmick to work. If you can't get it to work, obviously you're not
at
a
least
good
try
worker.
for it. Hunt.
Maybe that's why he's gone.
Yeah. Come back.
I think what impressed me about you when you first started on the business was the high spots. I was like, well, this kid could fly.
Well, that's the problem.
The Club Social show is where I was most entertained, where you were in a 10-man battle royal.
Yep.
And Ron Falco actually threw you out, and you actually stuck to the wall, did a somersault up over the ceiling, and came back into the ring. And I was like, this kid has got it.
He's got something.
There's something there that he just has.
He knew. Yeah. Sometimes you just get it, you know, you work with the venue, work with what you have. It's your canvas, and then you just fucking all over it, the canvas.
Yeah.
And you just show people in an art gallery.
The house show dive into Fat Leonard's belly, the disc jockey, where your head went into his belly and bounced back into the ring. That was awesome, too.
Non-existent God, rest his soul. Rest, my man.
And rest in peace, Johnny Canine. That's who I'm forgetting. Johnny Canine passed
very
this week.
sad
I like that to be noteworthy because nobody's really addressing that or giving a tribute.
Well,
and,
actually, I just got this caller that just wrote in. Hey, Jay and Zach, rest in peace, Johnny Canine. Love your show. Hope everything's going well. Jay, just wondering, next time could you not be so creepy to my friends, especially when they're in their early 20s? Signed, Kelly Bates from Death Proof Fight Club, Etobicoke, Ontario.
Right, yeah. I was in Daytona over the weekend, but before I went to Daytona, Friday night, I was down at Sheehan's, if you remember that venue where we were at the last Smash show that we got fired from.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I got myself in a predicament where I tried to pick up a 23-year-old chick.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend was at the venue.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a comedian across the road at Showtime.
Yeah.
And actually came over to pick up his girlfriend and recognized me because he seemed to be friends with Jesse Scott. And it caused a big confrontation. And I didn't realize. I mean, I like the mid-20 chicks. I mean, I don't really find that a problem. Hipstar, we all know that I have emails coming in too, callers writing in all the time talking about Hipstar. We see you on Tinder all the time. Your profile is ridiculous. Just wondering, with all the women that you have turning into a womanizer, who is the bigger womanizer? Is it you or your father, Pistol Pete, with all those stories? Cute profile pic, and that is signed Carrie Theroux from Brantford, Ontario.
Well, thanks, you guys. Honestly, I mean, I went through patches, and coming down, getting settled into the city was such a fucking terrorizing breakup from an ex that recommends me a book, Catcher in the Rye. I mean, I don't know what to do with my life, and I just kind of I go nuts. And you can listen to that on my other podcast, Zach with Girls. It's a great show that I'm really pouring my heart out on. So, I mean, honestly, like, I have found something now, Jay, that I've put 100 and fucking all the % into. I am so enthralled right now. I am fucking funnier than I've ever been. I feel I have somebody to share the funny with. And we just fucking laugh, man. We just laugh and watch comedy all fucking day.
Hipstar, but it's romantic. Did you ever consider that maybe that other half that you're talking about cost you all your bookings in the comedy clubs? Maybe you didn't consider that. And, you know, since the start of this show,
how does that affect?
The beginning of this show,
it's a new world for me.
You've gone out with the Montreal girl, and you've screwed up with business down there.
That was bad,
You've gone out with the other girl, and you screwed up with business down there. You're not at NWX anymore. You're not working with Fug Dalton. You're not doing comedy gigs.
I'm a producer now.
Because you can't keep your fucking weens on, and it seems to, like, if you're gonna...
I look really good naked.
You can't go with the promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't talk about this on air, especially when I'm getting accused of what I did over the weekend at Sheehan's.
I know.
So
I know that's fair.
It just seems like a heated situation.
Fire back. You're right. I would really appreciate from a friend standpoint, though, not just a co-host. I do appreciate that you call me out on that. I need somebody who has my back and will call me out when I'm wrong. And I really love that about you, so thank you. I mean, it goes a long way.
You're welcome.
Here on Social Media Day, okay? And I'm going to write a status right after this show tonight about how I love you. This is my shout-out on Whitey Appreciation Week to a friend that I'll always have until we hate each other. And my co-host, okay? Thank you, man. Dick sucking.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, don't get this started with me, all right? I've done wrong, and all right, I gotta apologize now. But I gotta do it with love, because unfortunately I'm afraid to be alone, and I'm really fucking not very independent, and I kind of need somebody to pick up my baggage. Not that I'm gonna put it on, but I want somebody with baggage too that's a little neurotic just like me. And I want a balance.
But see, you saying that, Hipstar, on air is like a turn-off to women. Like, now women thinking that they have to babysit their boyfriend, and I don't think that they like that. And, you know, the fact that we've already accused you of being a liar and found that out to be true, like, now you're going on Tinder and outright lying to the women, knowing that all you really want is someone to take care of you because you're not independent.
I'm not. But you know what, Jay? Tinder's a great way to sell our next shows and our live appearances, and I've sold some tickets that way. So, I mean, like, it's not a bad outlet, bro. I mean, it kind of works, okay? Just trust me on this, all right?
Okay. I just want to help, you know, as I've helped a lot of the boys over the years in the car rides on the Northern Tours. In fact, our very own Rex Atkins dubbed the term Muri Povich because I give such great advice, and I just want to help, you know, the boys and you, Hipstar.
I get it. That's pretty good, actually. There was a man, he stands from whose back is stand, and then took the money in his hand, took the money around and again, and I know it won't happen again. His name will carry on. Carry on, must carry on. Yeah, yeah. Carry on, must carry on tonight, y'all.
You know, it's that part of the song where we like to break it down a little bit for you and let us not forget about Topher Appreciation Week.
We'll live on. Chauffeur Whiteman. Freestyle.
Time, Topher, we were on the road and you shit in an AMP bag because you couldn't get it to the toilet. it just brought me to tears because of the smell, and I had to leave the show.
Why do you have the smelliest shits I've ever met in a human being?
You fucking stink, Topher.
He was a fucking smelly guy. Oh fuck! I've never smelled shits like I've smelled his. Not like I do it on purpose, man, but like he left an impression and it fucking stuck. Oh god, his fucking bathroom was tainted after that. I felt like I could not use the bathroom, like, after he used it. I was fucking afraid.
The roof is on fire, bro. The roof is on fucking fire. Don't let him into your house, because that's the one thing I remember about Topher is, like, he used to just go into, like, fans' houses. Like, we would go to a town and he'd hook up with a fan.
And just go in,
so we could stay there for the night.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I know exactly what you mean. I've been there. I don't know.
The first thing he would do is, like, shit in their fucking bathroom. And it's like, he wouldn't shit beforehand. He wouldn't shit on the road. He wouldn't shit, like, at a store or something. He would, where's your washroom was always the first words out of his mouth. And he would fucking blow that goddamn place apart.
Fuck's sake.
And, yeah, countless times.
Fuck's sakes. Fuck. I gotta put my heart out on this one. I just had a bit of a premonition. I did a shitty thing as a friend, and Whitey dated this girl for like 2 years maybe in high school.
Okay.
And she went to a different high school, I think, and they broke up, and she was in Niagara Falls, and on her prom day I went with her, and yeah, she took me home. She took me home where her mom was awake. She lives with her mom, who knits on the couch and watches TV. And she lives in this fucking, it looks like an apartment that's would be on a sitcom. Like her room is like right next to the living room, and it's like there's no roof. You can just hear over
Beautiful.
it.
70s show.
Just in the bed, just so fucking awkward teenagers. Oh my god, that was the shittiest fucking thing I've done as a human. And I am really, really sorry for that.
Yeah, but it's great. Think about it years later. Like, now that you're starring in this podcast, it's actually great, because that's the kind of material that the fans want to hear. Our ratings have been low when we do shit shows. They want to hear the fucking dirt.
Dropping bombs,
I don't think you're harming anybody. So what? You fucked his girlfriend on prom. I don't think it's a big deal. Like, get over yourself.
Oh my god.
I mean, Whitey fucked the chick I was banging, and he's still fucking the chick that I was banging, and like... they stick together and fucking hate me, so I mean, what's the problem?
Oh, I need to reach out, and the only reason I bring this up is because I just want to say I'm sorry. Truly. I wish we still spoke.
You're not sorry.
I am sorry, man. I was a fucking, like, little fucking dweeb. What the fuck was I trying to prove? That's so fucking gross and... patriarchy, man.
2 wrongs don't make it right, and karma goes around, because back in the day when I had the ring rat, when we're talking about Marie Dunner, Whitey stole her and is still fucking her. So
stop it.
What is it any difference there as to what you did to him? And I don't think it's a big deal. Like,
I don't think it's a big deal either.
If you're gonna take someone to prom, it might as well be your friend's girlfriend.
Yeah, who else can you trust? Fuck.
No.
From a high school, Jay, from a high school that you don't even belong to.
That you're fucking her in the house because the bedroom's next door, I think is like, it's like, for as much as you lie, that's the most honest thing you can do, because you're letting the family know.
I'm brave.
That,
I'm brave.
Yes, you're entering their daughter's vagina, and I think it's just a beautiful thing.
Thanks, man. I can only wish for the best when it's one of my personal favorite days of the week. Happy Wednesday, and we'll start this march off right. Have a happy day. Tonight on Insert Tonight.
Hump day. Are the boys complaining? Are people complaining? And then, like, he backed out because I was like, name him. And then he backed out, so I knew he was just lying. Like, they're just all full of shit. They whine because we talk about them, and they don't like that on the show. They don't like it. They feel embarrassed that I'm cutting them up like this. On your end, I think that they just don't fucking like you for the simple fact that they don't like you. If LaFont doesn't like you, then these guys...
I love it, though. You know what? Nobody ever liked Larry King, but they fucking answered his questions.